When you get the DJI Mic 2 straight out of the box, there's a couple of things that you might want to do to get it working properly, because unlike the other DJI mics, if you don't change these particular settings, you're not going to get the audio you're looking for, and most of the time that's the 32-bit float. So the thing with the DJI Mic 2, right, is it's marketed mostly for its 32-bit float, and almost every person I know wants to get it. They're getting it for that 32-bit float, because the DJI Mic Mini can just get pretty much just about the same quality of audio until you get to that point where you need 32-bit float. And I think here in the UK, the price difference, it's not that huge. You can get the Mic Mini for £50 for the transmitter only, and I think you can get this for just over £100 for the transmitter only. But there's something that they don't tell you, and I had to find that out on my own. So you see, with the DJI Mic Mini, straight off the box, you get the audio that it's meant to give you. With this one, when I first got it, I thought this is recording in 32-bit float, and it wasn't. And if you buy it as a single transmitter, hoping that you're going to get the 32-bit float, you're not going to be able to get it. So you're just going to be getting the normal, I think it's 24-bit. To get 32-bit float, you're going to need this, which is the receiver that they sell together in that kit. So there's the receiver and two transmitters. What the receiver does is you can use this to connect the DJI mics to your camera. You need it if you're going to connect them to your phone. I mean, you can connect them via Bluetooth, but the audio isn't really good. But that's subject for another video altogether that I'm working on. But nonetheless, you need this, because this is the only way that you can turn on the 32-bit float on the DJI Mic 2. Without that, this is just going to record 24-bit. And if you look at the video that I did the last time, this sounded really, really bad. It actually sounded worse than the DJI Mic Mini, or much rather, the DJI Mic Mini was way better. I can't really say it was worse. It was just way better, until I discovered that, hey, hang on, this is not recording in 32-bit float. So to do that, you need the receiver, and that's how you activate it. Or alternatively, which is what I do, is I have this, which is the Osmo Action 4. I'm shooting on the Osmo Action 5 Pro at the moment, and if you connect it to this or to that, you can then get it to record 32-bit float via Bluetooth without the need for this. It's not something that is mentioned a lot, and I felt I had to make a video about it, because there is a chance that when someone is comparing which mic is better, the Mic Mini or the Mic 2, that they're going to pick the Mic 2 because of that 32-bit float. But they're not going to be aware that for you to get 32-bit float, if you're going to record to your phone, you're going to need this, because it's not apparently clear on the DJI website, nor is it clear pretty much anywhere else. Or you're going to need to be recording into a DJI action camera or a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to get that 32-bit float. But bar that, once I was able to do that, which is activate the 32-bit float, I was able to actually record a full audio podcast episode with this. And I tell you what, I've said before that I didn't think the difference in audio quality was a lot between the Mic Mini and the Mic 2. It is a lot. I recorded a podcast in an untreated room. Not only was the room untreated, but I conducted interviews. Now, normally I would connect the phone call via a Rode podcaster or some sort of interface to record the phone call into that device and use headphones. But in this case, I just took a WhatsApp call, I put it on speakerphone, and I was able to record audio that pretty much meets all industry standards for that podcast. So episode 1 of that documentary podcast is actually getting released on Sunday, and it will be available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's for a separate thing that I do. I've said it before that I work as a journalist, so that's for a separate project that we're doing. But I was able to get professional level audio in a room that wasn't treated. So I definitely didn't give this mic the props I was supposed to give it the last time I did a video, and I'm giving it now. But you have to be aware of that. If you were going to spend £150 thinking that you're getting 32-bit float, you're not. To get that, you're going to need this. Without this, it's not going to work out. You're not going to be able to activate it. Even the low cut recording, you're not going to be able to activate it. So when you get this, you have to listen to me. You need to make sure that, so when you get this, you need to make sure that it comes with this. Otherwise, you need to make sure you're recording onto a DJI camera for you to get that 32-bit float. And there's not a lot of movement in today's video. I had meant to do this yesterday or the day before, but it's been brutally cold, like brutally cold. And I've been dreading going outside. So I've just come to the, to the backyard. And I think until the weather changes, I am going to be doing a number of my videos from my backyard and not in the park, because it's so cold and I can't afford to get cold walking to the park or going to town and then still have to come back and edit videos. But yeah, that's that. When you get the DJI Mic 2, make sure you get it with the receiver. If not, always remember that you won't get that 32-bit float. So if you can afford to get this as an entire pack, which is the receiver and the transmitter and the receiver, you might as well just get the mic mini. But for you to get that 32-bit float, you need this. You can't quite see it on the camera, but yeah, you need this. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and I appreciate you and the subscriptions, and I'll see you again for next week's videos. Yeah, I've got another video coming next week. I've just received some kit from Canon to test out, so I might end up doing more than one video a week, because I need to get through the Canon stuff pretty quickly before I have to return it back to them. So yeah, that's it, guys. Ciao, and thanks, and see you next time.